All right, here we go. Fifth play. We had a quick pass, a power run, a QB sneak, and then a big pass to Kincaid. 50-yard line, 1st and 10. And now we've seen the Steelers in a 3-4 since the first play. Now they're back to that 2-4 they were in the first play. So that means a nickel, right? They used Rowe as a nickel safety. Now they've got that nickel cornerback I told you about in my other videos. There he is, Sullivan. His first time he's in the game, okay? And here we go. Porter is on. Is he on Diggs still? No, that is Diggs. That's Diggs in motion. Diggs in the slot. We're keeping Porter outside. So now for the first time, he's not on Diggs. So he's not following Diggs everywhere. Okay, that's Tomlin for you. Tomlin's tricky, dude. He's got a lot going on defense. There's Peterson over on this side, far side, on the wide side. And so I would think Porter's one-on-one here. But is this man across the board? No. Remember what I said in my earlier videos. This guy goes, Diggs goes in motion, and Sullivan does not follow him. This is going to be match coverage. Now, again, 2-4, linebackers on the edge. These are two linebackers here talking to each other, it looks like. And here comes Rowe. This is, oh no, is that Casey? Or is that Rowe? No, I think it's Rowe. I forgot my numbers. What are my numbers here? Yeah, that's Rowe. Okay, so we got Rowe coming down, and he's going to be, it looks like just going to be a match, and that's why the linebackers are discussing what we're doing. Let's see if we have any blitzes coming. As far as this is closer to an air raid style spread. You've got this tight end all the way to the sideline. We've got a slot. We got Diggs in the slot. I love Diggs in the slot. He goes in motion. This guy isn't too far out. If he was further out, I'd take air raid. But you know what? It's close. You're getting closer to an air raid spreads. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's spread. So here we go. It only matters that what you call things is only to understand concepts and kind of it's a matter of understanding what an air raid concept is more than it's understanding. You can call it your mama's butthole. I mean, you can call it whatever you want. I mean, it just that's not about naming. It's more about, and just like the play calls, every team has their own. The concepts all stay the same, but every team has their own style or their own vernacular. Their own, but it all has common concepts that it comes from. Okay. Anyway, so now we have trips because he goes in motion in that direction. Let's see what the Steelers are running. Well, yeah, pretty sure. We don't get too much of a chance to see it, but I think it's one match. We have one deep safety back. Everybody's matched. Yeah, everybody's matching. The linebackers are free because this guy's going to match up on this guy coming out. So, well, actually, this linebacker's got, well, either he's matched to him or this linebacker's matched. But I would think the linebacker's matched. And that, if you ask me, that's Roberts getting out there late. On that first play, you'll remember number 50, Roberts got out late to the other guy in the flat. Oh, look at him going back, though. Both of these guys are going back. See, that's stuff we had all day with the Steelers. That's why they're talking in here. And that's why he's pointing. They're not sure what they're doing. And that's an issue when you have attrition, but mostly by the end of the year, like now, it's a lot to do with injuries, the suspension, the KZ. I mean, guys, Rowe is in here. He's been starting. Roberts just came back off injury. One other guy, linebacker's a young guy. Roberts isn't sure. And look at Rowe. Rowe's saying, you've got to get up on this guy. Roberts is like, see, Roberts should be running up here, and he's not. That's why this play works. That's why this is successful. But give the offensive scheme some credit. Nice little design. You got a spread, just a little motion, mixes these guys up. And then off that motion, quick game. This is air raid. This to me is really air raid. Little bubble screen if you want. Yeah, little bubble. Not really a classic bubble from the air raid, so it has a little pro to it. Where this guy, pro's always a little slower. Like, take your time, turn around, set it up, But if this guy did his job, Roberts, what he was supposed to do, come up here, this may have been foiled. That's why the air raid is so genius. But the air raid, the pro style has a lot of different plays. Air raid doesn't have many plays, and they do it over and over. And they get out and they hit it, boom, fast. And they do it with tempo. No huddle. That's Art Briles for you. Boom. And so if these guys were confused, oh, Lord, this would have been a huge play on an air raid. So it's not a pure air raid. It has a more pro style to it, but some air raid to it. But here we go. Little almost semi-bubble screen, hybrid bubble, boom. But I like it. No matter what you call it, it's a quick game. It's definitely a quick game. And because the Steelers are slow on their assignment in a a one match coverage. We saw a 3-match to start the game. Now this is a 1-match. Okay, that's why the guy didn't follow him. It's not a man-to-man. And then boom, you'll have commentators say that a lot, man-to-man, but it's just a match. But I don't blame them. I mean, that's tough. But this crazy stuff about Heyward. Here's another thing. Speaking of commentators, no Heyward here. Benton and Ogajobi, I think. Yeah, Benton and Ogajobi, 95-99. No Heyward. They took him out. Give him a little rest. The old guy. Okay. So wait a minute. Don't they run when there's no Heyward? Now, I know you're going to say, oh, come on, give Romo a break. He wasn't saying every play. I get it. But still, when you say crazy things like that, they're going to run without Heyward in there. Down here, they didn't. They weren't even looking. They don't care Heyward's in there. This is part of the scripted plays. And it was another good time for the play. They probably had another play they could have went to on the script. But nope, whatever they did here, good job. This is a great play call. Getting a quick first down. So really moving the ball right away, And look how the guys, when they're not sure about their assignments, how screwed up they get. Look at 25 and 50. Rowe's like, now he's late on here. He lets a little receiver block him up. The Roberts is completely out of the play. Diggs is already gone. And then watch this bad tackling. Like, look at I mean, that's why bad tackling happens a lot, when you don't know what you're doing. People are like, these guys know how to tackle. I don't understand when fans always seem to think like they need to learn how to tackle. They know how to tackle. It's either a morale issue, an attitude situation, or like the Eagles, that horrible tackling in the playoff, because they wanted to get off the field by the second half. It got worse as the game went on, but miserable. This is just you're not knowing your assignment. And now Roberts is in the wrong spot. Rowe's here. Then watch this horrible situation. This guy's jamming him up. Peterson is doing a good job of trying to jam there. And then watch this. Whoops. He runs by him here. He runs by him here. And then he's like, he gets the first down because Rowe doesn't. So that's not because Rowe doesn't know how to tackle. It's because they were all mixed up in the scheme. And look at him. Look at him still talking. Look at Roberts. No, I had that guy. Roberts still thinks he wasn't supposed to come up on Diggs. See that? He's yelling, that was me. And then you're supposed to go on. They still don't know what they were supposed to do there. So they probably know now. But there you go. There's a great example of when guys don't know what they're doing and the issues it causes. Look at them arguing here. Blah, 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 blah. You have him. You have him. Nope. They both go on him. Whoops. The match is destroyed. The assignments, everything's destroyed. Now Roberts is all mixed up. Rose, and look at this. They get done with the play. You can get up, and what do? Immediately, they're still in the mindset of like, you don't know what you're doing. No, you don't. And look at the rift it causes. And Peterson's like, get me off the field. No, Peterson, I think, is saying something to the coach. Yeah, Peterson's like, I don't know what Peterson's saying, but yeah, that's a mix-up. And you see this all game. You gamblers out there, you see this early in the game, get ready. Get ready. Put your money on Buffalo because we've got problems. Mission control.